So welcome all to yet another game of the Corporate Super Series. Here we go. First ball. That'll be a wide to start with. So this is in. This is Incred versus Gurjar Warriors, and this is what happened at the toss. Incred were put into bat by Gurjar Warriors, having won the toss, opting to bowl. Another wide. Irfan and Omkar open the batting, while Sumanta opens the bowling. The operating with a wide slip in place. We are in the power play phase. You have a deep point and deep mid wicket. In fact, deep point and third man out of the circle. Not given as wide. That one. Firmly punched away and through the gap for four. That's the first boundary of the game. Short of length and beautifully punched off the back foot, beating the man at backward point and in fact deep point as well. Good effort, but in vain for four. So as a reminder of the rules, 6 overs power play, 20 over side a game, 10 overs we'll have the drinks break and the side change as well. And introducing the team behind the scenes, camera work handled by Shoaib, scorer Harsh, operator Fayaz and myself. Pranav with the commentary duties live from the Fatima grounds. Standing a bit outside his crease, he has 7 runs, 3 wides and a boundary. Driven again, but straight to the man at extra cover. Leading edge, but falls short of mid-on to finish the over. 8 without a wicket after the first over. Round the sticks and firmly driven as Altaf. Good bit of work by the man at covers to get a hand to that one. So Omkar takes strike for the first time in this game. You have a change in field. The right-hander in place. I see Driven wants the single. Danger end. But a good bit of throw would have had him gone for all money. Wants the single but is sent back again by Irfan. So change in field now. Third man comes inside and long off goes out. Mid off is pushed to long off. Big call of no by Omkar. And he gets off the mark off a quick single down to mid wicket. Pull that ball, quick single to finish the over. 3 runs have come, 11 for no loss. So Sumanta continues 11 without a wicket after 2 overs. And a similar sort of field, getting some extra bounce. Not enough movement on offer with a 12:30 start. But the length will be the key to keep the batters quiet for a longish period of time. And be wide. Good leave, good judgment of the length and the line. Standing outside his crease here, a pit. The back foot is touching on the crease. Pretty sure the keeper's aware of that one. I'll be wide again. It's getting some movement off the deck. Needs to be a little more straighter with the line if he's willing to operate with that sort of a length, especially with third man outside. Pretty much understandable what he's trying to do, but the point is a lot more squarer. So a neat cut would actually take it to a 4. Firmly driven, but straight to the fielder. Would feel he's missed out on that one, Omkar Irfan. It's a couple of wides and a couple of dots so far. think that's come off the body. Yeah. Wanted to pull it, but the extra bounce surprised the batter here. Be too high for an LBW shout. Maybe a wide again. So third wide of the over. I think that's the sixth one bowled by Sumanta so far. Understandably, trying to keep the batter quiet with the straightish lines, especially third man inside the circle and long off pushed back. That'll be a wide again. Good stop by the keeper. Excellent work. Fourth wide of the over. Might as well try bowling around the stumps if he's targeting the stump line, because over the stumps might always lead the angle down to leg stump, especially with the batter in the guard at leg stump. Oh, that's a full toss. But no harm done, nevertheless. Big over so far. Four wides and a single. Extra balls take a lot out of you as a bowler, especially when you're bowling that new ball spell. Want to be fresh as much as possible. Heading down the leg stump. He's getting a bit of movement. Very comfortable bowling to a right hander as compared to a left hander. Slow ball and a dot to finish. 16 for no loss after 3 overs. So Altaf continues firmly driven down the ground. Will not get more than anything than a single. Despite all of those wides, there have been very less looseners from these two new ball bowlers. Only one boundary. I think that came off the first over of Sumanta. Maybe a wide. Can understand why they're sticking to straighter lines here. The idea is pretty sellable to the captain, and you stick to those straighter lines because you don't want to give a lot of width on the offside, especially on a driving lane. Goes for the pull but gets an inside edge down to 45. Because there's not a lot of movement on offer, they're bowling straighter lines. allowing the ball to do its bit after hitting those harder lengths. In this case, it's working, but you have different bowlers with different plans that might not work always in your favor. You want to be as straight as possible. Oh, just fall short. Man at extra cover could be a few yards inside if that's the plan to make the batter's drive. Irfan 9 of 14, Omkar just 2 of 7. In a pretty steady start so far. Down the track. Once a single, direct hit would be interesting. Hmm. He was down the track in a flash. Eventually only manages to get a single. Good bit of work by the man at extra cover. Oh, that's chipped away. The man at long off. Oh, that's parried away for 6. He did really well to actually judge that catch. Good bit of shot. Overpitched. Ah, just burst through the hands. He's overran the catch. Gone for 4. Second boundary of the game. Beg your pardon. Showed it as 6 earlier. Omkar. Oh, not given as wide. Hmm. 24 for no loss after 4 overs. Take another look at that punch down the ground. Cleared his front leg. A bit of Robin Uthappa on that one. Yeah, he overran the catch. The man at long off would be very disappointed with himself. So 24 for no loss, and Tapas comes on to bowl. In long off in place. Tickled away, and there'll be 4 runs. Round the wicket, short of length, and easy as you like. No one down at 45. So back to back boundaries. Nice gentle push by Irfan to fine leg. I'll give him some confidence. 14 of 16 balls. Still standing outside his crease, Irfan. Nicely bowled and good leave. Just pitching it a little more up. A sort of feel that they have, I'm not sure if the line is right here, because if you're bowling short, the sort of protection that you have on the offside, you have to be very accurate with your length here. Exactly, exactly that. Just cut away once a second, but it's just stopped at 1. Sort of line and length that you're operating with, you can't afford to be too short and wide as well. Be punished if that's the case. Firmly punched back to the bowler. taken off for a quick single and eventually makes it. Another quick single to finish the over. 31 for no loss after 5 overs. So final over of the power play, Ratan comes on to bowl. 31 for no loss. It's done for a single to long off. 32 for no loss now with that single. It's been a pretty steady start with the bat. They don't mind it. I think the Incred Cricket Club. For the viewers who are just joining us now, it's Corporate Super Series League, and this is brought to you by Jfsc, Jolly Friends Sports Club. Goes for the big shot and does connect it well enough for 6. That's sat up in his arc. Had no hesitation to go over mid on for 6. Does that prompt a change in field here? No, it doesn't. Still long off and deep point out in the power play phase. Can Ratan pick up a wicket after that 6? Always not a happy sight for the bowler. Down the track, but sensible enough to see the batter come in very early. Yeah, now that has prompted a change in field. Deep point had come in and mid on had been pushed along on. It's gone for 4. Tough one for the keeper. Thickish outside edge. Straight down the wrong line. Good bit of bowling. Full marks to the bowler. Play and a miss to finish the power play. 43 without a wicket. 12 runs came of that one. So end of the power play, Rajesh comes on to bowl. You see a deep square leg, long on, long off, deep cover and deep point in operation for the spinner. Bit of spin into the attack. Full toss, and he's welcomed with a six, I think, or a four. No. Oh, good bit of work. Neither a four nor a six. Just a couple of. Oh, in fact, they just take a single of that one. It's all happening out here. I think the batters thought it went for four, but eventually just came back for a single. So the keeper is up to the stumps, and you have a change in field with the left-hander in operation. Very nicely bowled. Full length. Yorked him, the batter. Again, very nicely bowled. So 44 for no loss so far. It's been a good tussle between the two teams. Gurjar Warriors keeping the batters on their toes. Cut away. Straight to deep backward point. So you have deep backward point. Long off. Beg your pardon, deep backward point. Long off, long on, deep cover, and a deep square leg in operation. So 50 of the partnership between the two batters. 52 for no loss. Irfan on 22, Omkar on 21. 6 runs of the over so far. Just a little shout of LBW earlier in the over. So deep cover, long off, long on. Catch you just. Little shouts of catch it. So spin from both ends now for Gurjar Warriors. Wants the second run but doesn't get it. So 8 runs came off that over. 54 for no loss. So Rajesh continues his good work. 3 of his previous over. Down on one knee. Has he found the gap? Yes, it has. Beats the fielders through square leg and deep mid wicket for 4. Down on one knee, didn't get the elevation, but had enough bat on that one to go for 4 through square leg. Is that prompt to change in field here? Nope. Still no one behind square on the leg side. Goes for the sweep. But misses that one. Might have struck outside the leg stump. Quicker through the air, and that's knocked him over. First wicket, and Rajesh is absolutely delighted with himself. What a way to actually dismiss a batter who just hit a 4 off the inside edge earlier. Quicker through the air and beat him for pace off the back foot. Take another look. Yep, beaten for pace. And he's done him, played down the wrong line, he does indicate to himself. Good bit of opening partnership on that one. 58 for 1. So 58 for 1, and Jay walks out to the middle, 2 right-handers. No, in fact, one right-hander goes, the other right-hander comes in. They're keeping the left and right combination intact. Let's tickle down fine, and that will beat the fielder for 4. Even as leg buys. Take another look at that one. Airing in line. And he The batter also played down the wrong line, took the pad on the way for 4. Wanted to just nudge it, took the pads on the way. Doesn't beat the man at backward point. "62 for 1," Millen continues. This will be the final over before the drinks break. Doesn't beat the man at extra cover. "62 for 1." Not a bad start for both the teams. Whoa, that's cut. Missed that cut. Not very sure how did that end up in through fine leg. Too close for a cut through the keeper. I think that's gone as given as byes. No, given as runs. In fact, safe as home before the direct hit came through to Jay's end. Given as byes, so no bat on that one. So 63 for 1. Jay is yet to get off the mark. Doesn't beat the man at backward point, so short of length. And I just felt that he's missed out on that one. That'll be a wide. Yep, not happy with himself. So 9.5 overs done, 64 for 1. Pretty steady start so far. Oh, that's helped it on its way. One bounce into the boundary fence for 4. Poor delivery and takes full advantage of that one, Jay, to get off the mark. Get his first boundary as well. Nicely put away. Six runs have come off the over so far. Nicely played. Will only get a single though. So final ball before the drinks break. 69 for 1. Oh, that's through again, given as byes. 8 runs came off that one, 70 for 1, and everyone will take a drinks break. So Prem comes on to bowl. 71 for 1. Cut away. Has that? Nope. Oh, they want the second run, but he's sent back. Flicked away through deep mid wicket. Just gets a single. In the air. And that's cleared the boundary for 6. First 6. And what a shot. Picked up through long on for 6. First 6 for Jay. Got his first 4 last over of a full toss. Now the keeper is up to the stumps. The umpire has actually asked him to come on with a helmet here. He's alright without a helmet. Oh, that's beautifully played. Back to back boundaries for Jay and Incred. Shot of length and beautifully played. Played it so late. Beat the man at short third quite comfortably here. 13 runs have come off the over so far. Goes again and finds the boundary again. Same shot, same result. This is beautiful batting. Played it so late off the off stump. 17 runs came off that over. 87 for 1. Tickled away fine. Just get a single. Rajesh continues after picking up that wicket of Omkar. Beautifully bowled that one. Very nicely bowled and a good bit of respect shown by Jay, batting at a strike rate of just a touch under 200. Too close to play that shot. On any other day, would have crashed onto the stumps here. 4 dots after that single. This is excellent bowling by Rajesh on display. Goes for the lap and does get it for 4. Still 5 runs off that one. 92 for 1 after 12 overs. Slow ball, but doesn't connect. Tapas continues. Just come back for a couple of runs. 'Goes for the big shot. Fielder. Oh dear, the cap keeper misses that one completely. Hope he's safe here. Not very easy swirling the ball in the air. Three of the overs so far. Very interesting. A flying slip in place. You see the man on the left of your screens on the top. Take his outside edge. Doesn't collect. 97 for 1. Oh, goes for the lap again. Big shout for LBW, but that'll be 4. Yep, given off the bat. Ah, Tikish outside edge. Not sure what the bowler was appealing for. Even has 4 runs off the bat. So 100 up on the board. Been some good bit of batting display on show here from the two batters. Both batting at 29. Jay has raced away to 29. Goes for the big shot. Doesn't get enough. Wanted the second run, but started the first run very, very slow. I think that's 50-run stand between the two batters. Yep. Confirmation. 52 for 1 to 1 or 2 for 1. Nicely bowled again. Good bit of composure shown by Rajesh, despite a couple of lap hits by Jay. 6 runs have come off the over so far. Goes for the lap again and does connect it well this time as well. Third time he's done that. And the bowler's asking for a short fine leg to be placed. Good bit of sensible batting by Jay. Have a man at short fine? No, I don't think so. Yep, now you have a man at short fine for that shot. That means there's no one down at square leg. Watch out for the sweep. Watch out for the flat sweep. Very nicely bowled. 10 runs have come off the over so far. Rajesh onto his final over of his spell, 1 for 22. Punched away for a single, 1 for 23 for Rajesh. Jay retains strike, 108 for 1 after 14 overs. So 109 for one, a tough chance put down in the air. Good bit of footwork to get there by the man at long on. Second chance in a row that's down. I think that's a fourth chance in Tapas's overs. Couple of chances in the previous over as well. Play and a miss. Good bit of bowling. That by Tapas. He's been, yes, he's conceded a few boundaries, but he's been the pick of the bowlers after Rajesh. Excellent work with the ball so far. Thickish outside edge, but that'll land safe off third. Just a couple of runs from that over. 110 for one after 15 overs. So 110 for one after 15 overs. The last 5 overs have yielded 40 for none. Need some good batting display, good foundation. Can they go past that 150 mark, 160 mark? As the captain's searching for wickets, Altaf comes on to bowl. None for 11 off his 2 overs. As you take a look at the field, long on, long off, deep mid wicket, deep square leg, and deep point in place. No one still at 45, and exactly where he plays that. It'll be 4 runs, 4 free runs in fact, in my opinion, short of length. Gentle freebie and just put away for 4. Starts another over with a boundary here. Irfan batting on 35, Jay batting on 36. 35 or 40 for Irfan. Gently tapped away through third, and that'll have enough legs on it to go for 4. Couple of boundaries, back-to-back boundaries in fact. Tried the wide Yorker, but read it beautifully off the hand. Goes for the big shot. And that's gone for 4. 3 fours in a row now. He's turning it on here, Irfan. And Altaf has now none for 23. (43 or 42). Turning it on here, Irfan. 3 boundaries, hat-trick of 4s. Can he make it 4 now? Yes, he can! In fact, double of that. That's landed on top of the commentary box. What a shot! 49 to Irfan. 18 runs. And all of a sudden, Zoe was starting to look big here. And nice little 50 for Irfan. He's delighted. Asking him to point his bat. There you go. 50 of 44 balls. Turning it on in style. 19 runs have come off the over so far. Man at long on. Just cuts it off to keep it down to a couple of runs. 21 came off that over. 131 for one. That'll be four. Beats the man at short fine. Tapas continues, and the search for wicket also continues for the Gurjar Warriors. Just swayed away on the off stump and easy pickings. Look at that. On the back foot, very close to the stumps. Gentle full toss. Down to deep cover. And they come back for two. So the misery for Gurjar Warriors continues. Couple of drop chances, couple of catches not landing anywhere. Seven runs off the over so far. And after a very, very long time, Jay is back on strike. This guy is taking a new guard here. Finally, he's relieved that he's on strike. 138 for one. Slow ball, slow Yorker, in fact. Bit of tail in on that one. Good sensible bowling. Eight runs have come off the over so far. Yeah, he's expecting that full bit of ball, but good bit of bowling by Tapas to keep it short and away from his arc. 140 on the board now. 180 surely on the cards. Probably 3 overs left. 170, 180. In very interesting chase. Oh, very nicely bowled. Dot to finish. Tapas finishes at none for 23. 140 for one. 3 overs left. Very nicely played. Does that go to the boundary? Yes, it does. So Irfan getting a move on. 144 as Sumanta comes on to bowl. Nice cutter. Gently tapped away through point for 4. Nicely dapped away. Second boundary of the over. This is turning out to be a beautiful innings by Irfan. Spoils Sumanta's figures here. One for none for 21. 8 runs of the first 2 balls already. So very close to 150 mark now. Nicely bowled. Shy at the striker's end. No. Better throw would have resulted. So 9 runs of the over so far. Oh, very nicely bowled. Gets a little tail in on that one. And 150 on the board now. Still 14 balls left. 170 should be very much on the cards now. Direct hit. Nope. Very nicely played that by Jay. Good bit of work by the man at third man. Oh, that'll be a run out. He's distraught with himself and the partner. What a timely wicket for the Gurjar Warriors as Jay walks back, having an argument in the middle of the field here. Have a look. Gentle tap. He ran so fast. And Irfan was just strolling on the park. Jay was in the middle of nowhere. He has to give away his wicket. Distraught here. Good bit of contribution by Jay. And a very timely wicket with two set batters. Yep, simple as you like. Second wicket down for 152. 152 for 2. And Milan continues as Chandrasekhar walks out to bat. Take a look at the field. Deep backward point, deep cover, long off, long on, and deep mid wicket. Gently tapped away. For a single. So 153 for 2. Irfan holds the key here for any sort of total that should be around the 170 mark. 180. Is it a bit too much to ask for? 27 runs in about 11 balls. So the field remains very identical for the left-hander as well. Swept away and swept away beautifully for 4. Gentle full toss and beautifully put away. Enough legs on that one. Yep, full toss around the wicket, over the wicket, beg your pardon, and nicely done. Big gone, knocked him over. I thought He was appealing for LBW, but eventually gets his first wicket, does Milan. Take another look at that wicket. Set batter in Irfan walks back. Played down the wrong line completely. And third wicket down as Milan picks up his first 157 for 3. So Umesh comes on to bat. Short of length and gets off the mark immediately. So two new batters in the crease. Very timely wickets for the Gurjar Warriors to do a lot of damage control on that. Very important for them to not lose the plot. The two new batters, yes, you have to attack from ball one. Goes down the track, but just a single down to cover. Smartly bowled by Milan. What's the second run? Oh dear, misses the direct hit. Eventually gets the second run. 160 on the board now. Solid base set by Irfan and Jay. And of course Omkar, not to forget him as well. In the air. Take it. Milan picks up his second wicket and the fourth wicket down for the Incred. Have another look at the wicket. Full on off stump. Yeah, I wanted to go the aerial route. And simple enough catch for the man at deep cover. I think that's tapas. So 2 for 22 for Milan. 160 for 4, 1 over left. So 160 for 4. Down the track. Prem comes on to bowl. Started off with a wide and then a single down to long off. Very important 5 balls of the innings. Very timely wickets for the Gurjar Warriors in the previous 2 overs. Take a look at the field. Deep mid wicket. No one down at square leg. Thickish outside edge, but there is protection for that one. Hit on the chest by the man at shot third. So 4 balls left in the innings. 163 for 4. It's nicely tapped away through square leg. Good bit of direct hit, but I was comfortably home. One six four for 4. Say they lost away a bit in the last 2 overs. On the track, on the bounce to the man at long on, wants the second run, but he's sent back. And Prem gets his first wicket as Umesh perishes, trying to take the aerial route, slow ball, and a comfortable enough catch for the man at long off. Take a look at the replay. Slow ball, just mistimed it, turned the bat off the splice, and good bit of catching. 165 for 5. Goes for the big hoik. Is that called a no ball? That'd be run out. Given as leg buys. No, that's not called a no ball. In fact, he was indicating that it's going down the leg stump. So 166 for 6. The Incred as Santosh got out. In fact, Nikhil was run out. And the Gurjar Warriors required 167 to win of their allocated 20 overs. Join us after a short break for this chase. Until then, enjoy some highlights. As we take a look at the wicket before we part ways, big hoik, wanted the second run, nowhere in the picture. And easy bit of run out. 1 run and a wicket to finish. 166 for 6. The Gurjar Warriors need 167. Join us after a short break for the chase. So welcome back for the chase. This is Corporate Super Series League, Incred versus Gurjar Warriors. Gurjar Warriors required 167 to win this game from the allocated 20 overs. Rajesh and Janu open batting with Akshay open the bowling for Incred. And if you're just joining us, the Incred scored 166 for 6. Here we go, first ball. It's a thickish inside edge to 45. Ooh, very interesting throw. It's Jay behind the stumps. Thickish inside edge, rolls down to 45. Think a better throw would have been quite beneficial here for Incred. So to introduce the team behind the scenes, camera work by Shoaib, scorer Harsh, operator Fayaz, and myself Pranav, we bring the game to you live from the Fatima grounds. Gently pushed away to point for a single, and both batters are off the mark. Be very interesting to see what sort of length the new ball bowlers operate with. For the Gurjar Warriors, the new ball bowlers were a little more on the spot, hitting the right lengths. Not a lot of movement on offer with the moisture all gone from the surface. So the two fielders outside the 30-yard circle are deep square leg, Andy Point are the two fielders outside the 30-yard circle. It's not going to be an easy chase, especially with the new ball offering a lot of runs. Oh, very nicely bowled. Was a little late on that shot, Janu. Again, rushed him, getting a little seam movement off the deck, hitting the seam, pointing towards shot fine. So dot to finish, three singles off that one, three without a wicket after the first over. So Nikhil comes on to bowl. It's been a very lovely start by the two seam bowlers, hitting the right lengths. He's operating with a little kind of a deepish slip in place. You can see the man on the bottom of your screen. Oh, good bit of keeping. That is excellent commitment by Jay. I think that's behind the sticks. Yep. Good bit of commitment. And he is the captain, Jay. Thinkish outside edge, but doesn't beat the man. Oh, chance of a run out. Good bit of cover work as well from the man at mid-off. Have a look at that. This time gets eventually a single. Wayward throw. Throwing has not been very great. Have a look at what happened in the previous ball. Gently tapped away. Wanted a single. Shy at the non-strikers end. Would have been a goner had it been a direct hit. And look at that cover work. Look at that backup. Full marks. The man at mid-off. So deep mid-wicket and deep point still in place. Two right-handers, Janu and Rajesh. So final ball of the second over. Goes for the big shot. And a couple of bounces into the boundary ropes for first boundary. Just flashed it hard. Didn't exactly get it where he wanted to actually go, but eventually gets a 4. And Janu gets his first boundary. 8 without a wicket. 5 came on that over. 8 for no loss after 2 overs. So far, 8 for no loss. Full toss. Doesn't beat the man at 45. They do scamper across for a single. Akshay continues. Oh, goes for the big hoik. Good work behind the stumps. Jay, that is. Good bit of hoik. Mild LBW shout. And have gone on to the leg stump. Missing the leg stump, in fact. So a couple of singles and a couple of dots. Down the track. Ugly hoik down to deep square leg. So the field is now pretty leg side dominant. A ring on the offside, a deep mid wicket, and deep square leg. So to be pretty straight, anything on the off stump would be resulting in a thrashed hard for four. So 11 without a wicket, just one boundary so far. Down the track and misses that one completely. Good take. Dot to finish 3 of that one, 11 without a wicket. Nikhil continues. None for 5 of his first over. Just 11 without a wicket so far. Going at about 3 runs. Ooh, that's given as wides. Hmm. Missed the leg stump, I think, by a bit. Again, too high for an LBW shout. They've been actually hitting the lens quite beautifully here. It'll be very interesting to see if these two get another over from both ends. He's batting outside his crease, Rajesh. Again, extra bit of bounce. Very, very good bowling by the two new ball bowlers. Not letting the batters away here. Nicely punched away. Man at deep point. Too wide here. Sort of a deep cover in place. Wants the third run, but it's sent back. Pretty wide-ish length on that one. Oh, that's knocked him over. Very, very deserved wicket this. Talk about creating pressure, and Nikhil is rewarded for some seriously good quality bowling here. Yes, he did concede a boundary, but that is brilliant display of fast bowling. Look at that, down the track, played down the complete wrong line and takes the middle stump on its way. So first wicket for Nikhil and Gurjar Warriors lose their first wicket. 14 for 1. So Millen comes out to bat. Got a couple of wickets in his final over of his spell. Milan with the ball. Behind confidence with the bat. Now his team needs him with a big knock here. Play and a miss. Beautifully bowled. Take a look at that length. Squared the batter quite beautifully off the seam. Good take as well by Jay. 14 for 1 after 4 overs. Shout for LBW, but oh, that's a poor throw. That is an absolutely poor throw by the bowler. 5 free runs on offer. Dear oh dear. I don't I don't think that was necessary. Completely off track and beats everyone on the way. He's added 5 runs to his tally, given as leg buys although. Now the keeper is up to the stumps to prevent the use of the feet from the batters. Extra bounce and over the man at backward point for 4. And Millen's off the mark. Extra bounce, always going to be very handy, especially with the backward point a few yards inside the circle. So 23 for 1 now. Akshay considered 9 runs off his couple of balls. I'd say yes, it was a leg by, but a very poor throw. Quite needless, I think. Big shout for LBW, but that's heading down the leg stump. Yeah, given as leg buys. On the back foot, well, that's too high, I think. These two bowlers have been really good. Nikhil and Akshay have been troubling the batters, not letting them tee off in the power play. Remember the Incred club made 43 for no loss in their power play, and Gurjar Warriors have already lost a wicket. Single down to square leg. I've liked what I've seen behind the stumps by Jay. Good bit of footwork as well with the ball. He's rising, judging the bounce really well. So final ball of Akshay's third over. Can Milan find another boundary here? Maybe just go through square on the offside. Excellent bowling. and a single to finish the over, 26 for 1. So Nikhil gets his third over, gently tapped away for a single. Very rightly so that these two new ball bowlers are getting their third over on the trot. They've kept the batters quiet. Oh, down the track, but very smartly bowled. Oh dear. No damage done. Through point. He's been very active behind the stumps, Jay. So those who are just tuning in after your lunch or your brunch, Incred scored 166 for 6 down the track, but misses that completely. So Incred scored 166 for 6, 50 from Irfan, contributions from Jay and Omkar took them to 166 for 6. And so far the Gurjar Warriors are just 28 for 1. 5.3 overs. Oh, squared him up. That is absolute peach. Movement off the deck. Take another look. Any new ball bowlers, you have to be here. Squared him up completely. Played down the wrong line. Anticipating that to come back in. Goes for the shot and misses that one again. He's not reading the ball off the hand, I think. For those watching us live, consider giving us a like, share, and of course hit the subscribe button. And turn the bell icon to notifications to all. Final over of the power play and the final ball, in fact. Connects one finally. That's Milind to finish the power play. Milan, beg your pardon. To finish the power play, have a look. Full length and just thumps it down to long off for 4. 32 for 1 after 6 overs. Yep, long levers on that one. Tried and connects one finally. 32 for 1 after 6 overs. So 32 for 1, Avinash comes on to bowl and the field restrictions have been taken off. Long on, long off, cuts and misses. That we called a wide, very late call for a wide. Long on, long off, deep point. Shot third inside. And deep mid wicket as well. In place. That'll be wide again. Straying in his line here. Wants the single, quick call, and yep, they do complete the single. Third wide of the over. Already conceded 4 runs off his just one ball. That'll be another wide, yeah. Third wide of the over. Nicely bowled. Finally gets his line right after conceding 5 runs. Off his first ball, gets his second ball. So for those watching live, consider giving us a hype as well. Oh, they want the second run. No, they don't get it. Yeah, consider giving us a hype. Those who are watching live, also follow us on our Instagram and Facebook handles at the rate Jfsc in. This is the corporate Super Series League. So both batters now batting at 10 runs, both Milan and Janu. None for 7 of his just 4 balls. Goes for the big shot, long off, just on the bounce. Wants the second run. Oh dear, clean collection would have been very interesting. Doesn't beat the man at 45. 10 runs came off that over, 42 for 1 after 7 overs. So 40 cuts over, but doesn't find the boundary. Oh, wants the second. Wants the second run. That'll be gone. Ah, poor bit of calling. And the captain's very angry at the man at D point. Second wicket down as Millen is run out. Santosh comes on to bowl and immediately gets a run out. Very late call for the second run. Good bit of work by the bowler to just do an underarm throw to the keeper, and he completes the formalities. Not even in the frame, Millen. So 43, I think. Yeah, 43 for 2. So 43 for 2 as Mahesh walks out. Mahesh walks out to bat. That'll be a wide. Good take by the keeper behind the stumps. Should have been given as a huge wide, in fact. Oh dear. It's pitched outside even the tram line. Good take by Jay behind the stumps. Oh, play and a miss. Beautiful comeback. And Jay is like, should have bowled this first. Takish outside edge. Good bit of work by the man at third man. And good bit of camera work as well by Shoaib. So 122 required of 12.3 overs. Down the track. Oh, that's missed the off stump. How did that miss? Goodness gracious me, how did that miss? Oh, nicely bowled. Keep the batters on their toes. Take another look at the ball before this one. Now the track again. And just manages to get a single to finish the over 4 and a run out. 46 for 2 as we take a look at the fourth ball. How did that miss the off stump? Dear oh dear. Need that sort of a luck when you're chasing 167. 46 for 2. So spin introduced as the man with the half century in the first innings, Irfan, introduced into the deck. This should be a very interesting phase of play. He's operating with a slip in place. It's his batting partner Omkar, I think, at first slip. Take a look at the field. Short fine is now moved a lot more squarer. No one down a deep square leg. Deep mid wicket, long on, long off, deep point. Down the track, and he's missed that ball completely. Good bit of work by Jay behind the stumps. Took the bails off in a flash, but good awareness by Janu to be back. Just gets a single down to point. And Janu needs a move on here. 12 of just 21 balls. What will Mahesh do to the left arm spinner? Couple of singles so far. This one down to long on. Just a reminder that we'll have a drinks break after the 10th over. Down the track, in the air, just safe. And they do come across. Oh dear, would have been gone had it been a clean collection. 50 on the board, 51 for 2 after 9 overs. Down the track, top edge, bowler. Oh dear, that's put down. He is disappointed with himself here. Take a look at that. I think he overran that one a bit. Tinkish outside edge. Does well the man at third man. Again, pickish outside edge. Just a few singles down to third man. Four singles so far. Gentle push down to long off. Beautifully played. And that goes for four. So boundary after quite some time. Down on the offside and just flicks it away beautifully does Janu. 59 for 2 now with a ball left before we take a drinks break. On the track again. So single to finish. 9 runs came off that over. #60 for 2 as everyone will take a drinks break. So 60 for 2 after 10 overs. Nile comes on to bowl some more spin, left arm spin. And the Incred were 70 for 1 after 10 overs. So 10 runs and a wicket is the difference between the two sides. 107 required of 10 overs. Should be a fun second phase. So here we go, Nile. Long on, long off, deep point and deep mid wicket. Oh, wanted to go for the sweep, but pulled out of the shot very late here. Nile. So now they're pushing the man at 45 to mid wicket, and there is a man now out at deep square leg. Deep mid wicket is pushed a little more to his left. Oh, that'll be wide. Saw the batter come very, very early and just bowled it too wide. Now the track, just a single down to long on. Oh, that's the arm ball. Beautifully flicked away off the pads. Work to do for the man at square leg. Just cuts it off. Come back for three, I think. Yeah, good bit of timing on that one. 21 of 28 balls. For Janu, and Mahesh is batting on 9 of 7. They need a move on here, big over somewhere. Oh, that's a wide. Hmm. Okay, given as wides, despite the batter shifting to his off stump. Down the track. Oh, that's missed everyone. Won't go for four. Good work by the man at short third. Given as leg buys. There's a lot of chatter around the dugout. Down the track. Wants the second run but won't get it. They do come back. Slight misfield results in a couple of runs. Bowler's not happy. '70 for 2 now. 8 runs have come. Oh, knocks him over. Beautifully bowled. And Nilay gets his first wicket. 10 runs and a wicket in that over. 70 for 3 as we take another look at the wicket. Just slowed through the air. There you can see it's just held it back. And a swipe across the wrong line results in a wicket. I think that's Janu who's fallen. So Delay picks up his first wicket. So Janu falls 70 for 3 as Sandesh walks out to the middle. And Irfan continues. You can hear the umpire confirming the names. 70 for 3. Irfan none for 5 of his solitary over. Needing 97 of 9 overs and need a big over. It's a matter of one big over, maybe 10, 12, 15 runs. I'll really change the equation. So far, it's been all Incred in the second innings. Goes for the cut, but misses that one completely. Oh, beautifully bowled. Zips past the outside edge. Down the wicket. Again, too close for cut. Deep point, long on, long off, deep mid wicket. No one behind square on the leg side. Shot for LBW and up goes the finger. Asking for height, but Irfan picks up his first wicket. Fourth wicket down as Mahesh walks back. Have another look at the wicket. Down the wrong line and easy enough. Came across far too much onto the off stump. 70 for 4. Sumanta just comes in and whacks away for 4 to get off the mark. Just too much width on that one and punished away through covers for 4. Takes the aerial route. Oh, good bit of fielding by the man at mid wicket. Wants the second run, but is sent back by Sandesh. So 5 runs and a wicket of that one. 75 for 4. The 75 for 4 Chandrasekhar comes on to bowl. Bit of medium pace on offer now. Similar sort of field, deep square leg, deep mid wicket, long on, long off, and deep point. Short fine is a lot finer, and not at 45. And keepers up to the stumps. Sumanta has come out with some intent. That's gone all the way for 6. Welcome to the crease, Chandrasekhar says Sumanta. Round the wicket now. And the keeper's gone back. Play and a miss. He's come out with some intent here. Sumanta worked out well for him so far. 11 of 4 balls. Down the track. Just gets a single, brings Sandesh on strike. Has been away for quite some time off strike. Yet to face a ball, Sandesh. Play and a miss. On the track. And a miss again. 6 single and 3 dots. Short ball and a dot to finish. $82 for 4. Goes for the big shot again, Sumanta, but doesn't connect. Wants the second run, but is sent back. Irfan continues. It's not been easy going against this bowling attack for the Gurjar Warriors. They need 84 of 6, nearly 7 overs. Asking rate over 13 runs, over 12 runs, beg your pardon. Two new batters, relatively new batters in the crease. Yes, Sumanta has hit a couple of boundaries, but it's not been very easy. Plays that very late, but doesn't beat the man at backward point. Off the mark, Sandesh. Down the track, and it should be gone. It is gone. Fifth wicket down as Irfan picks up his second wicket. And he's putting on a show as the player of the match performance. 50 with the bat, and 2 wickets now for him. Athaf, 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 Athaf. Take another look at the wicket down the track. Misses that one, and a good bit of work by Jay behind the sticks. Given out on field. Take a look at the side angle from where the square leg umpire is standing, frame by frame, and that's gone. Off go the bails, and easy as you like. So Altaf comes on to bat. Irfan picks up his second wicket. Not been easy going in terms of chase. Gurjar Warriors having won the toss, opting to bowl, opting to chase. Cuts away to the man to deep point for a single. 3 runs and a wicket. 85 for 5. 85 for 5. Chandrasekhar continues. Couple of dot balls to start. Oh, short ball. Asking for a wide. Probably in at leg stump. Oh, that's knocked him over, I think. Nope. Oh dear. How did that miss? Been a couple of instances in this game where it has just missed the stumps. 4 dots in a row now. Can he pull off a maiden here, Chandrasekhar? Or will Altaf hit a boundary down the track? Oh dear. Jay has actually spoiled the maiden plans here. Take another look at the previous delivery. On off stump. How did that miss the stumps? How? Talk about luck when you're chasing 167. Short of length, just takes his eyes off it. Wants the second run. So 3 runs, including that by 88 for 5 after 15 overs. So Webber comes on to bowl. 79 required of the 5 overs. 110 for 1 the Incred during this time. Cuts it. What's the second run? Chance of a run out? Nope. In fact, they come back for the third. Good bit of work by the man at the point. Not good covering or not good backup. Down the track. Calls for catch it. Just get a couple of runs here. So Incred were 110 for 1 during this stage. From 60 for 2 to they have come down to 88 for 5. 88 for 5. 3 for 28 for the Gurjar Warriors. Down the track. And that's given out on field. So 6th wicket down now. So Ratan comes out to bat. They have a wide slip in place. Take another look at the wicket shortly. So 5 runs and a wicket. Goes down the track. Good work by the man at long off. 6 runs and a wicket. 94 for 6. 73 required of 4 overs. Take another look at the wicket that Webb have got. Slow through the air, down the track very early. Missed that one completely, and easy work for Jay behind the stumps. Easy call for the umpire as well. So 6th wicket down, 94 for 6. Chandrasekhar continues. Oh, that's missed. The leg stump should have been chopped on any other day. So Chandrasekhar, none for 10 of 2.1 overs. Nicely bowled. Oh, that's called a wide. Yeah, called a wide. So change of guard. Ask for a helmet, Altaf. Play and a miss. Doing a little pollard kind of bowling here. Chandrasekhar, gentle medium pace, a lot of variations on offer. The off cutter, leg cutter. Short ball, play and a miss. 96 for 6. So 101 for 7. Chandrasekhar picked up his first wicket after that very, very long over. 1 for 16 of his 3 overs. Given out, caught behind. Yep. Oh, what a shot! Oh, welcome to the crease, says Bappa with the bat. That's Ratan on strike. What a shot! Picked up the slow ball very quickly, and Mohammad has been dispatched for 6. Cut away beautifully through the gap for 4. So turning it on, but I think it's all too late here. With an offer and beautifully cut away for 4. So 1-1-1 for 7. 10 runs have come off this over so far. They still need 56 from 16 balls. Still possible, very much possible if this over goes on to a 35 run over. I'm very sure how that's going to happen. Very nicely bowled. So now Bappa gets on strike. So all that remains is a mere formality. 55 of 15 balls. Play and a miss. Good bit of bowling. That'll be a wide, I think. Yeah. 12 runs of the over so far. That'll be a wide again. Good bit of keeping by Jay. So single to finish the over. 15 came off that one. 116 for 7. 51 needed off 2 overs. So Nilay comes on to bowl, starts with a wide. 50 needed exactly of 2 overs. 25 runs in an over. Here we go. It's not happening if you're going to play this way. In the air, long off, takes the catch. Bit of a Jatin Sabru moment on that one. And they're delighted as Ratan departs after a few blows. Take another look. Full length ball on middle stump. Easy enough catch for the man at long off. 117 for 8. So Roshan comes out to bat. 117 for 8. Nilay picked up his second wicket. Just over fine leg for 4. Quite an interesting sweep shot that took it from the off stump. Yep, top edge. Over fine leg for 4. It's 120 on the board now. Reverse sweep. Oh dear, that's beat the fielder. Shot third and they come back for the second run. Given as buys. It's all happening here. 1, 2, 3 for 8. 44 required of just 8 balls. Gently pushed away through an inside edge for a single. So 43 required now of 7 balls. And Nilay will finish his quota. Dragged away through mid wicket as Bappa will keep strike. 1, 2, 5 for 8, 42 needed of the last over. So Avinash comes on to bowl. Pushed over extra cover. Second run gets it. 9-9. Single down to mid wicket. So 39 runs required of 4 balls. Should all be a mere formality now. So here we go. 4 balls left. Oh, down the track. Just on the bounce to the man at long on. For a moment I thought it's going to the boundary, but just on the bounce to the man at long on. So 3 balls, 38 runs. Anyone bets on that? To get chased, to leave your comments. And a dot ball. It's all 38 needed of just 2 balls. Extra bounce. So a couple of dot balls now. And the final ball of the innings. 129 for 8. 19.5. Can't get it through. Fine leg. That's it. The Incred take the game by 37 runs. And I hope, or rather we hope, you enjoyed the coverage as everyone shake hands. Incred wins by 37 runs. And that's it. Hope you enjoyed the coverage. Until the next game, take care and bye bye.